What if a single blood test could tell your oncologist you're about to relapse before you even feel sick, and then a one-time off-the-shelf cell therapy could stop it? That's exactly what Allogene Therapeutics is betting on, and their Q4 2025 earnings call was packed with updates that every biotech investor and patient advocate needs to hear. We're counting down the top 10 takeaways, starting with number 10. Coming in at number 10, Allogene reaffirmed its financial footing, ending 2025 with approximately $258 million in cash, plus an additional $23.7 million received in early 2026 from a Servier arbitration escrow, and another $20.7 million raised through their ATM equity facility. Together, these moves have extended the company's cash runway into the first quarter of 2028, giving management meaningful room to execute without the pressure of an imminent fundraise. At number 9, the ALPHA3 trial has now expanded to over 60 active clinical sites across the United States and Canada, with site activation activities underway in Australia and South Korea. This global footprint reflects growing international confidence in the study design and in the off-the-shelf CAR-T model as a practical option for diverse healthcare systems. Number 8 is one of the most striking data points from the entire call. Some of those 60-plus sites are completely CAR-T naive, meaning they've never administered any CAR-T therapy before, auto or allo. Yet these community centers are successfully treating patients with Cema-Cel, administering it as an outpatient infusion without needing the specialized infrastructure typically required for autologous CAR-T. That's the off-the-shelf advantage in action. At number 7, management laid out 2026 financial guidance. Operating cash expenses are expected to come in around $150 million, while total GAAP operating expenses are projected at approximately $210 million when non-cash stock-based compensation of roughly $35 million is included. These figures reflect a disciplined focus on the two lead programs, ALPHA3 and the Resolution trial, while managing capital responsibly. Number 6 addresses a commercial question that came up from analysts. Will Cema-Cel be locked to one specific MRD diagnostic test? The answer appears to be no. While the ALPHA3 trial uses the Foresight test, management noted that in other oncology settings, multiple diagnostic tests have been used interchangeably in commercial practice without requiring separate regulatory approvals. Competitors like Adaptive Biotechnologies and Natera Signatera are also gaining traction, which the company sees as validating MRD-guided treatment broadly, not as a threat. At number 5, a recently published subgroup analysis from the Zuma-7 study showed that a 20% difference in MRD negativity between treatment and control arms translated to roughly 27 additional months of event-free survival. Allogene's management pointed to this as strong external validation of their own 25 to 30% MRD clearance threshold for the ALPHA3 interim analysis, suggesting that if they hit their target, the clinical benefit could be substantial. Number 4 is all about ALLO329, Allogene's entry into autoimmune disease. This first-in-class therapy uses a dual-targeting CAR design, going after both CD19, positive B cells, and CD70, positive activated T cells, two cell types that drive conditions like lupus, scleroderma, and inflammatory myositis. The Phase 1 Resolution trial is enrolling patients across multiple rheumatology indications, beginning at a starting dose of just 20 million CAR-T cells, far lower than competing programs. Number 3 highlights the technology behind ALLO329 that makes that low dose possible, Allogene's proprietary Dagger technology. Dagger is engineered to give the CAR-T cells a built-in ability to expand and persist in the body, potentially reducing or even eliminating the need for conventional lymphodepletion, the harsh chemotherapy conditioning regimen required in most CAR-T protocols. The Resolution trial is simultaneously testing a low lymphodepletion arm using cyclophosphamide only and a no lymphodepletion arm. If ALLO329 works without any conditioning, it would be a landmark achievement for the entire field. Coming in at number 2, Allogene expects to report initial proof of concept and early clinical data from the first dosing cohort of ALLO329 in June 2026, with a second clinical update anticipated by year-end, assuming continued enrollment and follow-up. These readouts will evaluate not just safety, but translational biomarkers, including whether the Dagger effect is doing what it's designed to do in real autoimmune patients. And the number 1 takeaway from Allogene's Q4 2025 earnings call. In April 2026, Just weeks away, the company plans to report top-line MRD clearance data from the first 24 randomized patients in the ALPHA3 trial, 12 in the Cema-Cel arm and 12 in the observation arm. This interim analysis will show how many patients converted from MRD positive to MRD negative in each group. A 25 to 30% absolute difference in clearance rates between arms is the bar management has set as clinically meaningful. And based on prior unplanned interim data shared last year, they believe they've already cleared the futility threshold. If April's data delivers, it could validate the entire premise of early-line allogeneic CAR-T and position Allogene as a leader in redefining how we treat large B-cell lymphoma before it relapses. Keep your eyes on this one.